You're on my side.
Good start.
Yeah, top start. And your head's clipping too. Don't slouch.
Right, no, we're good. We're good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Gonna roll with it?
What is up, and welcome back to another Wireless Family podcast. We are joined today by Cornerflag Games.
Hello!
So, we're going to go into a little bit of trip back from camp, because you're the person who was with me for that trip.
Fucking long trip. I slept a lot.
Let's
get that joke out of the way. Let's get that joke out of the way now.
So, yeah, alright, well, if we're going to go there, we'll go there. For the...
No, we're coming back from there.
Why do I bother filming with you?
You know I'm going to do it.
For the 30-hour drive, how long do you reckon you slept for? Because I have a pretty good idea of exactly.
Is this including the time that we stopped overnight?
No, just while I was driving. How long do you
Just
reckon
while
slept
you were
for?
driving? Probably about 10.
10 hours?
Yeah.
Pretty much on the money. It was just over 11.
Yeah.
Yep. We want to talk about how much driving you did.
Fuck all.
4.5 hours
Yeah.
out of 30.
Felt a lot longer, to be fair. Like looking at that clock.
It felt longer doing 4.5 hours.
It did. No, it felt like I said to you, I don't know how you did 30 odd hours by yourself. Like behind the wheel. Because I did, 4.5 and it felt like it's just so draining.
I sort of just, I didn't clock out because obviously you still need to be paying attention when you're driving, but it was a fair bit of just listening to whatever was on and just concentrating on that rather than the drive itself. Because the more you thought about driving, the longer it got.
Yeah, it was more like, by the time I got behind the wheel, it was the second day by that stage. And New South Wales, inland, their roads are fucking horrendous.
Wow.
They were the worst bit of road that we drove on, by far.
Well, put it this
I spent
way.
more time I made a game of dodging potholes.
Yeah, and hitting more than you were dodging.
Yeah.
I was surprised my suspension held up.
Going all through those fucking gates.
Oh yeah, the cattle gates.
Cattle gates.
They were fun.
They were annoying.
Every what, half a k or k?
Yeah, about every kilometre for about 5 hours.
Yeah, that was
brutal.
But to be fair, on the drive we did also nearly hit 2 emus.
We did. I have footage.
Oh yes, we do have the footage.
I have footage of the emus.
I'm gonna put my phone on me silent.
Oh god, mine's not even in the room for once.
So speaking of footage, we did record a lot of footage on that drive, which hopefully by now I've actually got up and on the channel, but I highly doubt it.
Not unless I edit it for you.
We've both got half of the footage, which is the problem.
I can dump it to the Google Drive. That's no.
Yeah, but then how do I edit it?
Get over there.
Anyway, that's an off-air topic. So we'll start with your early morning on the Friday morning, because we drove back. We left Friday morning, got back Saturday night. Yeah, the 36 hours it took us to drive 30 hours. That sums up non-stop drive.
And we only really stopped that first night.
Yeah, and even once we did stop, I got back in the car and kept driving again.
Yeah, you did. I woke up and we were like on the side of the road somewhere. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So where did you start on that Friday morning?
Here, at home in Melbourne, in my house, getting up at 3:30 in the morning because my sister, who was taking me to the airport, and thank you very much, cute little savage. Yeah, she knocked the door at 3:30, going, can you let me in? And I'm just like, oh well, fuck. All right, we weren't meant to leave here until. Yeah. But I got up, had a coffee, had a quick shower, threw some clothes in a bag. Not that we really changed clothes.
No, I don't. We changed shirts once.
We did. We changed shirts once.
That was needed.
Yeah, it was. It was. We got a bit pong. But yeah, she drove me to the airport, around there, waited for the gate, tell me what gate I was going to, and of course, that time in the morning. Now, you know what Melbourne Airport's like. If it's gate fucking 40, it's a 15-minute walk just to get to the bloody gate.
Yeah.
And when they tell you what gate that you're going to, you generally only have about 15 minutes anyway.
Yeah, yeah. By the time.
So it's like you see the gate and then you're off.
Yeah. Yep.
Sort of thing. And of course, it was at gate fucking 41.
That's not too bad. It could have been 54 right down the end.
Yeah, so you get down basically those last set of stairs, and it's right there on the right hand side.
Yeah, oh, it saves you another 200 meters.
Yeah, I normally get 52 on a flight to Nui, especially on the red eye.
Yeah, because 52, 54 generally do like the.
They're like in the back corners.
Yeah, they normally do your short haul, like real short flights. Yeah, their turnaround's quick.
Yeah, they're closer to the runway and things, and that you wouldn't think that that 400 meters makes a difference.
Oh, it does. It really does. So you got into Cairns at about 10 to 10, I think it was.
Yeah, we got in late because we left late. We didn't get off the ground until 10. No, 20. No, yeah, no. 20 to 7. Can't time. Yeah, we got
27.
Yeah, the flight was meant to go at 6.
Went 20 to 7.
Yeah, it was late. It was held down on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then by the
we
time
made up a bit of time. Yeah.
When you got off the airport, when you got off the airport, when you got off the airplane, it's the first time we'd seen each other for about 6 months. So there was a bro cuddle. There was a cuddle.
There was a man hug.
Then it was pretty much from there.
Car and off we go.
In the car and off we go. We stopped at Macca's.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time in Cairns, the whole 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to go back.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go back unless I went for a holiday, like way down the line.
I wouldn't even go for a holiday.
Not too bad to holiday. If you actually got to go out and see the area of Cairns, not just the main drag in and out.
I saw the mountains and all the trees.
And the racist statue.
And the racist statue,
We won't talk about that.
That was good fun.
So once we got in the car, it was pretty much just off we go. We covered 16, 17 hours in the first day, which made it easy for the second day. It wasn't too bad.
We got out of Queensland by 9 AM the next morning.
Yeah, it didn't take us long the next day to get out of Queensland.
No, but going through New South Wales, going through like that bit of Queensland, felt like it just wasn't.
Yeah, that was the longest part of the trip by far for me.
Getting through New South Wales and Victoria.
Yeah, which
you can do that in a day.
Yeah, I think the one thing that made New South Wales seem a bit long was the 3 booze buses we went.
Are you going to tell that story?
No, we're not going to talk about the rego. Not going to talk about that.
All you need to know is that he paid it.
Yes, I did. I paid it. I was a good boy.
Whether the state of Victoria recognises that as a different issue. But New South Wales did.
We're not going to go into that because that's an ongoing legal matter. So
really,
anything more is not advised to be spoken about.
Wow. Okay, he's got his lawyer pants on.
You know me.
I know. Yes, I know you. Yes, I know you.
I love a good Wilson in the morning. Wake up for it. So yeah, the 3 booze buses was fun. I did shit myself once going through the first, knowing that. I didn't so much shit myself. It's the first time you go through. I have been through 1 booze bus before in my life, so to go through it again, I'm like, fuck, have I had any drugs in the last day? Like, we've been in the car, and I've only been with Ben for the entire time, but you just start questioning random things that you know you shouldn't be.
Yeah, you do.
But no, we got through. Then we had a good chat with one of the officers. He took my license, and we sat there for about 10 minutes and ate Subway, and off we went again.
Oh yeah, because that was the first time that you actually did like a roadside drug test.
Yeah, like proper got pulled over and had to sit there.
Yeah, you had to scrape your tongue and stuff.
Yeah, which, lucky I'm a good boy and I'm off. I'm a good Christian boy now. I don't touch any of that stuff. Luckily, because otherwise I would have been in trouble.
Yeah, very much so.
We'll talk about what happened when we crossed the border to Victoria. So we crossed the border, we went over that bridge.
I've got the photo.
You still got the photo?
Yeah, I've got the photo.
Do you want to explain to the good ladies and gentlemen what I did as I got across the border and the noise I was making?
He stopped the car, pulled over, got out of the car. He had no shirt on at this point. And there is a photo of him, like is it Israelis that pray to Mecca?
Yes.
Like the Israelis when they pray to Mecca towards the east?
Towards Mecca.
East, generally, isn't it?
Well, it depends what where you are in the world.
Yeah, well, generally they go to the east. I'm pretty sure. I'm not up on that, but yeah, he's got like arms stretched out, flat on the road. He's bending down. He's got himself tucked over himself, and I have the photo.
I did give some good old Victorian soil a kiss.
You did. You kissed the tarmac.
And from then on, it was party time in my mind because felt like I was home.
Getting through Victoria is the easy part.
Yeah, we did that easy. We ended up stopping on the last stop for fuel. We ended up stopping and grabbing some beers.
It was Bendigo, wasn't it? No, just outside of Bendigo.
No, we didn't end up going through Bendigo. We cut Bendigo and went.
Yeah, that's right.
We're just going down the middle. I can't remember where it was, but
it was that little town where we couldn't get fuel.
Yeah, we went to the servo. We could get booze. We went to the servo.
3 servos were shut.
Yeah. Little country towns. No servos were open, even though the lady was in there just staring at us. Wouldn't open the door for us to pump fuel or anything, just stood there and staring at us. Which annoyed me.
She was a mole.
But yeah, ended up coming back down the quarter. Because I'm on my pee plates and I'm very responsible, I did not consume alcohol on the drive. But Ben enjoyed the beverage for me while we listened to. Well, it started off as the Jets game, and then as soon as that done, and I had control of the speakers again, I put on some filthy bangers for the drive.
Yeah, they were pretty filthy. I need to get that playlist. Top songs I want out of it.
The last 40 minutes was very much the party time on the final stretch back home.
And it was late by that stage too. I mean, we didn't get back here until like 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 got to 11.
I think after we actually stopped, because we weren't planning on stopping. Once the time we stopped, we didn't get back here until about 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was much needed to just get home and get some sleep.
Yeah, by that stage we just both wanted to.
I had 1 hour sleep for the entire journey. Ben was asleep for most of it, so I was struggling.
In typical me fashion for those that know me.
Yeah, normally if you walk into this studio, you're sitting there like that.
I was the other night when Sarah come in.
Not surprised.
Halfway through editing.
Now, once we got home, I had a very, very exciting moment. I got to meet my goddaughter for the first time.
Finally!
But I had to wait.
You're getting daily Snapchats.
I was.
Basically.
Yeah, your partner was very much keen to Snapchat me anytime she could, Charlotte, which was annoying because one of those things where you just you can't touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very nice feeling to be able to come back and just hold her in my arms and not let go.
And she loved you so much.
Yeah, she finds it very easy to
I mean, we had a lot of video calls while you were away.
Yeah.
And she did spend a lot of time with you video calling you. So at least when you did come back and met in the flesh, it wasn't so.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Who is this random person that's holding me?
Yeah.
Do you recognise?
Which was also good, but yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but when she first saw me, her eyes lit up a little bit.
Oh yeah, they did.
That got to me.
And that
quickly.
Smile.
Oh.
And that dirty smile.
Smile and the little cackle.
Yeah.
With the arms and the legs going. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
King Kong.
Yeah. But she is, as you described, she is one of the easiest babies. She's very,
very happy.
Very happy, very calm, very even. Not up and down as much as most. She's very nice.
Yeah.
And she's got the same eyes as her other daughter, which is going to be trouble. Going to be a menace when she's older. But old Uncle Tez comes in. So I think, well, your other daughter loves me just as much.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I come in, it's straight to my leg and give me a hug. Well, used to be. She doesn't do that as much anymore.
Well, she doesn't do it to me when I get home from work anymore either. So.
Our little baby's growing up.
Oh god.
Adrian still does what he always used to do.
Sits on Fortnite and doesn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, and then once he finally realises I'm there, he comes up and gives me a hug.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But I know we've talked off camera about this, but we go into the decision-making process of making me the godfather.
Ooh, that was sort of. Well, to be fair, it was actually a pretty quick decision. It was. I actually think it wasn't me that suggested it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Not me. I think it was something else. I think Terry should be the godfather, and I turned around and said, "Yeah, sweet, I'm all for that," and that's basically how it happened. There's no story. There's no big fandangle story about it. That's basically what it was.
Well, and I know this is common knowledge on the channel now, but how long before I received that phone call?
Oh, it was prior to you leaving for Cairns. So, Charlotte was born in August.
Came in September. I came down in September. August I came.
No, you came down in
August. Yeah. Okay.
It was early August because she was like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You came down the week that Sarah was due.
Yes.
Because that was the point of the trip.
Yeah.
Amongst other things.
Just say family and friends again, but yeah.
Yeah.
But to be there, that was
to be there for it, but it was. She just didn't want to come out.
Broke my little heart a little bit.
No, she bet to her own drum, and still does.
Yeah.
But yeah, making me think now.
Well, let's recap that phone call then. It was a very short phone call before you just got straight to the point.
Oh yeah.
And I think
there was no pussyfooting around.
I think I gave you the reaction you're expecting.
Oh yeah, we both knew you'd cry. We both knew that.
Well, the follow-up question was, what was my reaction? But there you go. I wept.
Answered it for you. He wept like a baby.
Yeah, it was very much a.
It was an excited cry.
It was an excited cry, but also the that acknowledgement of trust, faith, and all that sort of stuff.
There was also a bit of you second guessing yourself too. Going, are you sure?
Yeah, there was.
Later on in the phone call, it was very much. Once it had processed a bit, it was, are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? We're like, yes. Otherwise, we wouldn't have asked.
Yeah, you didn't ask, you told.
Well, yeah, you didn't get a choice.
Yeah.
We knew the answer.
But yeah, I was very much caught off by it because it's not something I'd thought about one iota. So I think that's why it took me so long to process that when you did tell me, is because all of a sudden I had to, one, acknowledge that he was going to have a godfather, and two, that it was me.
Yeah.
I think it took a little longer than normal to process for me.
I mean, but the way that me and Sarah term the phrase godfather and godmother, she has a godmother as well, and Jackie. We not in the traditional religious sense of the word.
Yes, yeah.
Like, she won't be baptized or have a communion or any of that stuff, man. But it's an elevated title that we still see as an important part. It's the title and the job and everything that goes along with being a godparent, just not the religious ceremony that goes with it.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yep. So it still sort of all roles included, sort of, but without the religious ties.
Yeah. And that's the entire point of it.
Yeah, which again I had to then come to terms with and comprehend, because something did happen to yourself with Sarah and you did fall ill, I'd be responsible for after Charlotte in the meantime, or whatever happened. And so it was the next thing of you trusting me enough to take on that responsibility, knowing that I'd do the right thing by her and look after her as best I could and everything.
Yeah, well, we know that you'd look after her better than what you look after yourself.
Well, that's not hard.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it would have helped, obviously, you seeing me with Adrian and Izzy as well, and knowing how
a lot with Izzy, how
well I sort of work with kids,
and even to an extent your brother, as well.
Okay.
That was sort of part of that, sort of went into mine and Sarah's decision.
Yeah,
because we know the relationship that you and your brother share with each other.
Yeah. There you go.
Sort of like, we want sort of that.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Well, I've been absolutely open in admitting that I'm going to treat her like she was parent.
Yeah.
And I think you knew that was going to happen anyway.
Oh yeah. And then there's the cute teddy.
Oh, yes.
The cute teddy.
Yes, the cute. Should I go and grab the cute teddy?
Yes, go and grab the cute teddy.
Ben, entertain the ladies and gentlemen while I grab the cute teddy.
Jeez. But it's not my stream.
Tell them stuff about me they don't already know.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. We're just gonna sit here in silence.
Don't make me have to
No,
edit this.
well, you go. I'll tell the audience. The one thing that I have realised about this recording that I'm not happy with is that you can see this big F-off chair behind me, which is big and black and annoying. Terrence is sitting on one of my dining room chairs, and it looks a bit nicer because there's not this big F-off black chair behind him. It's just his silhouette, where it's just me in this big F-off chair, and Isaac's over there as well. I'm going to drag him into it now. Say hi, Isaac.
Hey, guys.
He's sitting over there listening to this recording live. Here he is. I just told them something about the live stream. Oh, about the recording I don't like.
What?
That you've got one of my dining room chairs, and it's a fantastic chair to use for a green screen because there's nothing around you. There is me, and then this big black F-off chair behind me in the frame.
I'll just bulk up a little bit, Sunshine. No,
Okay.
you don't need to bulk up anymore.
Like, you know, and it's fucking annoying me, but anyway.
More muffins at a bakery, this bloke. So, this is a teddy I got for Charlotte. Slowly reveal. So, the idea was that I wanted to get a personalised gift that wasn't generic. So, I understand the gift of a teddy is quite generic, but the way I did it, I don't think is.
Nope.
So, what we did was, I know it's hard to pick up on stream.
And now it's reversed. Because we reversed the cameras.
It is. So obviously Charlotte Rose, her name, the day she was born, weight, and the time of birth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a customised teddy that she can keep with her forever. I know I got a teddy when I was born that had similar sort of stuff on it, and I've still got it. So it is something that she can hold on to for life. And it is one that I know she treasures, this teddy already.
Oh yeah, she loves it. Loves it just as much as she loves a pillow. We all know. The child is weird. She plays games with pillows. You can get her all the toys in the world. She just wants to play with a pillow.
Yep, and playing hide and seek with herself with the pillow as well.
Yeah.
She loves doing that.
She's just weird.
She's easily entertained. She's an easy child.
Yeah, she is. She's easy to
Righty.
She's easy to keep up.
Pop Teddy there.
Teddy gonna sit? Or Teddy at Isaac? You're drunk, Teddy. Go home. Oh, me softbox. It's
Wait for
fine. It's
everything to
fine.
fall
It's
down.
fine. It's fine.
Alright, I forgot where I wanted to go next now.
Where were we at? You being Godfather?
Yep. Done that. Right, coming up, have we got anything coming up that we can... More videos? Nothing new and... Why don't you use this to promote?
I did. No, not so much promote. It's so I've had my channel for nearly 4 years. It'll be 4 years in July. And of course, when I first started and did all my, you know, and shit like that, it was all very much thrown together because my Photoshop skills back then didn't even have Photoshop.
But how mine are now.
Well, yeah, but again, I've always been very much a self-taught.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like technology. That behemoth that's sitting in front of you.
Beautiful machine.
Yes, my baby. Don't tell her. Yeah, the behemoth that's due. Yeah, I very much wanted to be self-taught because I wanted to be self-sustaining.
Self-sustaining and efficient.
Yeah, well, not so much efficient, but it was more just self. I didn't know design concept.
Yes.
For something like thumbnails and things like that. That's all stuff that I've learned over the years of working and doing the channel and better over the years.
Yeah.
And the content is the same but different.
The way you sort of helped teach yourself on doing thumbnails is by doing as many thumbnails as you could. It wasn't just for your own channel, you ended up doing thumbnails.
No, I did 10 times the amount of thumbnails for thumbnails what I did for myself. To this day, still. Although I haven't done, I've relinquished my duties as thumbnail man and have done for nearly 12 months.
With creative rights still.
Yeah.
More concept based.
Yeah. It's at that point he'd just gotten to the point where he'd done that many of different, say, FIFA series, and it was difficult to make or come up with a concept for a thumbnail that was new, fresh, and so I wanted somebody else to take over my role of doing the thumbnails for him. I just felt like that I didn't have the creative to be able to do it, which leads into what I was initially discussing, is that my channel art and my logo and my end cards and everything like that, and even my stream cards and stuff.
Yes.
My intermission and that.
Yep.
Were all very much thrown together from an image that I found. And did myself. But
based on the Cornerflag.
Yeah. And you can look at it and know what the channel was about. Yeah. Which in the early days of the channel is exactly what I wanted. They can see what it is and they know what to expect. Yeah.
Shit gameplay.
Well, yeah. I don't profess to be the best. I never have.
Can I just...
Don't talk about that stream the other night.
So,
I'm gonna slap you.
When we had a drunk stream takeover on my channel, I believed, what was the word you used to describe my physical state at the time?
Inebriated.
Inebriated, right. And when we played a game of FIFA for the first time, what was...
You won?
I won, right. And you are
I'm fine with losing.
Are you a FIFA YouTuber? Right.
I am, but that doesn't entail the fact that I am...
good at FIFA.
Good at the game. Well, yeah, that's going on a slight tangent. That is a misconception that people have. In the same way, and this is another misconception I have, because A, it's happened to me before, and B, I saw it because one of the other YouTubers that I watch happened to them. The fact that you are a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, where people demand a giveaway from you because you do YouTube and Twitch, and that entails them, they think you're rich.
Yeah. No.
Fuck off, it's a hobby.
That's not how it works.
It's a hobby. For me anyway, it's a hobby. If I get to that stage one day, based on my current subscribers, probably not in the next 10 years. But anyway, look, I'm happy with what I've got and how I do things. But yeah, I mean, but that's, I think it was just Twitch in general. I mean, it's never happened on the YouTube side, but
it's a very Twitch thing.
They're two very different ecosystems, but we'll get into that as a separate topic, like at another time. But going back to the original thing of, the channel graphics started to look stale, and I started to feel stale with them as well. And I'd toyed up for the past couple of months looking into doing it, and then I sort of figured, I might just run out this FIFA cycle and then wait till September when 21 comes out, and then do everything at once. But it got to a point where I just looked at it one day and just went, nah, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it. Therein lies, but I didn't want to do it myself. Not because I and again, it comes down to creative juices. I know what looks good now to my eye in a design concept phase after now doing thumbnails, and I've done stuff for you, I've done stuff for Josh, I've done stuff for Joe. That's staying in.
Yep, that is.
I don't expect any of this to be edited. I've done stuff for Joe, I've done stuff like little things for you on the cuff very quickly. I've done basically the entirety of Josh's channel, and
good point, Rook.
Little things like that. But again, I wanted somebody else with a fresh set of eyes who knows what I'm all about to look at it and do it.
That's our perspective. Sometimes you get caught in your own box and very much stays the same.
It's hard to innovate.
Yeah.
So I wanted somebody else to look at it with a fresh set of eyes. And Byron DK, who I've become quite close with recently.
Oh, name drop.
No, he's a lad. He's again another tangent. I'll give him his due. For somebody that's got like nearly 45 odd thousand subscribers, talking to little old me with 400.
Little and old, you're very correct.
Yes. he spent hours with me and direct message him. That's it, like.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's to the point he knew of me beforehand, but now that he's seen potential.
Yeah.
And it's the little things to tweak.
A genuine content creator is not just in it for himself or whatever. He's there to support people coming up and helping people coming up as well.
Yeah, and he's been a big motivation for me recently in going from a channel that was doing 1 video a week to fucking 3 a week plus a live stream.
Yes.
Like, it's all happening. Okay, things have been a bit slack since week before Cairns.
Yeah, in the lead up to moving.
Yeah, I've had a lot going on. Not only getting you from Cairns, started a new
job, now
new jobs,
all that sort of stuff. Yeah,
and then trying to work time with family time because that's A-League season. I'm gonna stop halfway through editing to watch Jets, things like that. But yeah, it's just that. But yeah, a good mate of mine, DK, put me onto Musley, who I knew of prior to. He used to do FIFA YouTubing, but has since walked away from that now. For those of you that don't know, this is the same Musley that does all the AIO graphics packs.
No one from my channel is going to have a clue.
No, but it's an explanation thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of the for his own packs, like other people bundle. I think he does stuff for Paul's mod, which sneaky insight, I might be moving away from FIFA and away from FIFA and into Paul's mod.
I thought you were going to say away from FIFA and into Pez.
Oh no.
And touch Pez with 10-foot pole.
No, but I am using DK sliders now. You played with them the other night.
Yeah, I really struggled to start with those sliders. They
take a bit to get used to.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting used to it.
Especially not playing FIFA much at all. Then not just play a game of FIFA, but with sliders. It was like, holy, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you spoke a little bit about the different platforms and how vastly different they are. That's something I've just started getting into myself, obviously now live streaming on Twitch. Well, I was before I moved, obviously haven't had time recently with stuff going on. But do you want to just clarify what you mean to the difference between the two platforms?
So YouTube is it's marketed by Google as a family orientated platform.
And it's certainly being pushed that way.
Yeah, and it's being pushed that way now due to them being done by Copper.
Adpocalypse.
Yeah, you had Adpocalypse, and you got Copper as well that's in there. Fine for that. And, you now have to designate your video is safe for people under the age of 13 to view.
Yep. Every single video.
You can do it on a channel-wide level, and it will do it automatically. But that you do, if the algorithm picks up on something that it doesn't like, or it thinks that you're marketing that to under 13s, and that's wrong, you're getting big shit. Because even though we're in Australia and we create our content here in Australia, we upload it to YouTube. It's owned by Google, which is an American company. Therefore, we are bound by American law when it comes to digital media release.
Yep. And that's also why a lot of content creators are now moving away from YouTube. Someone who's making content for someone over the age of 18, which may contain language or references, as soon as YouTube picks up on anything like that, it does not push the like it used to.
Yeah. But there's also the fact that YouTube, to me, is a library.
Yeah.
It's seen more as a library. Twitch is a more here and now.
Well, Twitch is a live stream.
It's a live stream platform. But I use it in conjunction with YouTube for the same that you now do. It's a great place to live stream. The toxicity in Twitch is a hell of a lot higher. Why? Generally because there's more overage people on the platform.
Like the piss.
And they're just dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You get a few of them on YouTube, but you'll get 1 to every 10 on Twitch.
Yeah.
But there are Twitch communities that are quite friendly.
Yeah.
They like somebody may start off as hostile or a dick. And the prime example is I've had a few on my channel. They start off to be a dick. I call them out on stream as being a dick. Their attitude completely 180s, and they turn into quite loyal followers.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Like, if you can win them over, it's almost like you've got to win them over.
Yeah.
Not just with your content, but just as a person. So yeah, you win them over, and they've become some of my more loyal followers on Twitch.
I've had a few Americans follow my streams on Twitch, and they started. Well, I'll give an example. One of them started watching when Isaac was roasting me, and so that was their first experience of my channel. Is just me being absolutely roasted. They sort of got on and went, "Well, what the fuck?
What the hell? Yeah. No, I know who you're referring to.
Yeah. But once we sort of got chatting and included them, because I like to include everyone who comes into my chat in the video, make them feel welcome, all that sort of stuff, as most people do. Once you did that, they turn into really good people to have in the chat. They bounce back with you. They're good fun to have there, and they do keep coming back. Where YouTube, a lot of the time, people who just drop in won't come back.
Yeah, retention, especially on YouTube live stream, is difficult. Your retention is difficult because, again, people see YouTube as a library platform.
Yes.
You can open the book, read 5 pages, and then the other 150 pages you can pick up later. Twitch, yeah, okay, you can to a certain extent. You can. If you're a partner...
partnered.
If you're partnered, perfect. Because everything you live stream then stays as a VOD.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm halfway there. I'm
copyright.
I'm what they call an affiliate. So I get more benefits than what a standard person on a normie on Twitch would get. So some of those benefits is I can have subscribers now, which is unlike YouTube, is pay money for that.
It's sort of like YouTube's version of being monetized.
It's a subscription, sort of thing. It's another way of monetization for a different platform. But it's also I can record a video or like stream that will stay on my channel as a VOD for 2 weeks. Yes. And then Twitch automatically deletes it.
Yep.
Now, and here is the kicker. This is the reason why I do live stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I know I'm not really should be publicizing this because both sides don't like it.
Yeah, no, they don't.
But
especially not if you're an affiliate with one of them.
But I don't want... The point is I want the live viewers to watch on Twitch.
Yes. Because
that's the platform for it. The only reason why it goes to YouTube at the same time is because it can be saved as a video for all time on my channel. Some people might need more than 2 weeks to watch one of my VODs. And I applaud them if they do get it done in under 2 weeks because they're generally about 6 hours long.
Yeah.
And I don't expect people to sit there for 6 hours and watch. So I want them to be able to go back and watch that in their own time to catch up on what they miss. Yeah. And they can't realistically do that on Twitch in a 14-day window. It's much better to just upload the video as a whole. Easier to just live stream it because it will automatically save on the YouTube video afterwards after it's processed.
Yep. It stays up there post-prod.
Yeah. So that's technically really the only reason why I live stream. My live stream goes to YouTube as well.
Another advantage.
It's less work.
Streaming on YouTube is to have it later as a playback video.
Yeah.
You still get the stats for it, so you can still see in depth your attention and all that sort of thing. So you can still see where people are dropping off, where you're gaining viewers from, where you're getting those views from, as in geographically.
And that's the big thing, where you're getting them from geographically. That's probably the stat that I look at the most on my live stream.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
Because I want to know where the interest is.
Yeah. That's where you learn how to diversify your videos and your market to try and target different areas.
Yeah.
So, I'll use an example for myself. I've been doing a lot of drunk Q&As, and even though they haven't been, I've just been clickbaiting the title because I'm getting the same retention from the same sort of areas.
Yeah.
And so I'll do 2 or 3 of those, Then I'll change it up to see what areas I'm still getting views from, whether I'm still getting views from the same area, or if I'm now getting views from somewhere else. So that tells me the retention of audience and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of psychology that goes into YouTube.
Well, no, it's a lot of analytics and finding your market.
Yes.
That's the ins and outs of it. I mean, it's all well and good to create the content. And okay, a lot of people now do get the concept of the time and effort that actually goes into making.
Well, we'll ask Isaac, he's behind the camera. Today was your first experience of a live stream.
Yeah.
Were you sort of caught up by how much effort goes into each part of a live stream?
I think I always knew, but I think when I won't say overwhelming, but you notice a lot more of it all.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go.
It's not a sit down, click the button, and off you go. I mean, I'm relatively well set up. Okay, it's the first time the softbox has got a use.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of tweaking with that and a little green screening because it's generally set up for 1, not 2.
Yeah.
So it's little lighting. Yeah, it's little. You've been doing it too. Yeah. It's little lighting things, sort of.
I love how long them expect to gadget arms.
Go gadget arms.
We have some fun.
We do. You got it. You're gonna have fun. But yeah, it's tweaking the lighting because there's technically less light because there's more body surface in the way to sort of counteract.
And then it's learning how to use each monitor as another light source and making sure they're balanced because every time a monitor's on a different screen, it affects the, especially the white balance mostly.
Well, yeah, our white balance is a completely different because we are using 2 different cameras as well.
We are.
Because that was a brain fart I had very quickly.
Yeah.
Before we started, and you just happened to have yours in the car.
Luckily enough, I clicked that I had mine, and yeah, here we go. This is why we're able to do the video in this style, which, to be fair, I've asked you about doing when we were recording from 2 different places, whether we could format it like this still. Yeah. But it just wasn't feasible with what we had, so to be able to do it like this is the way I'd much prefer to do it.
I mean, it'll be the way that it gets done. I'm due. I have a list of updates that I want to get done for this year. Like a 12-month period. Not my money, I just pay it back.
You sound like the taxpayer.
But yeah, it's no, I'm the beast needs, right?
Yeah, and I need a beast.
You need something. So graphics card's the first one I'm looking at.
Yep.
I think like my 1060 hasn't really done a lot of work.
Well, hey, let's not talk about what people can't see because then it just gets lost and boring.
This is why on Twitch you put it in your description.
Yes, that's
in
why
your
you have your build in
yes! Because every live streamer does that.
Yes.
But no, there's like graphics card, CPU, motherboard. All I want to change.
Okay, I'm going to leave that there because otherwise I have questions.
We're nerding out. Although, I will pose a question to you because we did discuss this last week.
Not how this works. This is my podcast.
I know, but I'm throwing it back to you. Would you spend 65 of your own dollars on it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I told you I would straight up.
Yeah. But now that the quality and you can actually see.
Yeah. Well, when you first told me you were going to get some soft boxes, the first thing I said to you was, "Let me know. I'm going to get some too."
Yeah.
And then you sent me the message of them, and I'm like, you bastard.
Yeah.
But no, they do make a lot of difference.
They're going to make a hell of a lot of difference. I mean, I'm yet to do a live stream with them, but it's.
Well, Isaac and I did a live stream with soft boxes before, and they worked really well.
I mean, my jank prior. You saw my jank prior system.
Yeah. We used that in the Beers and Banter series.
Being lit by one source, and then a fuck off double fluoro outside light behind me, which is still behind us.
Which, mind you, have different white balances in them anyway, so you've got to find the balance between the two to begin with.
Yeah, well, the little LED's pretty good, and it's it's like this big. It's a DSLR camera light.
Yeah, lighting rig.
And it was lighting my face, a fuck off green screen behind me. But yeah, it's those little things you've known since day one, and how my channel is. The improvements come
slow and steady.
They're steady, and that I invest a lot of my own person.
where that's the point I want to get to. But one, I need to start making consistent videos. Two, I need to be able to have a PC or a laptop to be able to edit and process them properly.
Yeah, you need a PC.
And three, I need some content ideas. Guys, have any content ideas? Hit me up.
You can always buy your Elgato back. Because Josh never fucking used it anyway in the whole time that you fucking sold it to him and fucking... he never used it.
I knew he wouldn't, but it was money, so I was happy to sell it.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna do... But yeah, we've all got to diversify somewhat. The non-gamers need to get into gaming.
Yeah. Well,
because I step into their world and do vlogs.
We've done beers and banter on this channel.
No, I'm talking about the A-League vlogs.
Daily vlogs, okay. Yeah, okay.
Again, it's something related to my channel in football. It's something people enjoy, and they actually view quite well on my channel, considering I'm a FIFA gameplay channel.
Yeah.
The vlogs actually view quite well.
That's how I started off, as supporting vlogs.
And I've got a lot of like subscribers to my channel who are Jet supporters. Whatever. Jet supporters that I don't know, but like have come across a vlog. They've gone and watched some of my FIFA videos and worked out that's what the channel's about. And again, in for the long haul.
Yeah. Over something that's mutually agreed on. It's amazing how communities like that can build such a strong rapport between each other and sort of, he's another Jet supporter, I want to support him.
Going back to another story, and Josh can attest to this. Got stopped in the middle of Qatar Westfield on a flying trip to Newcastle. Stopped in the food court.
This is why we got you those business cards.
No, this is prior to the business cards.
Yeah, I know. That's what inspired us to give you the business cards.
I can't remember what I was up there for. I know it wasn't.
It wasn't a game.
It wasn't a game, but we got to the game anyway. I can't remember.
Theo's birthday. Brownies or something like that?
Nah.
But long story short, yeah, Ben got stopped in the middle of a shopping centre.
By a subscriber.
By a sub. It was the first time it ever happened to him. I'm sure it was a good feeling.
Yeah, well, it was weird because he sort of walked past, noticed who I was, and then messaged me on YouTube. Posted on a comment on a video going, "Oh, I just seen you here," and I'm just like, "Well," I just replied and said, "Well, come say hi."
Yeah.
Like.
And at the end of the day, don't be afraid to say hi. Like,
no,
we're people.
We're just people.
Like, it's one of those things where people feel like they see you on a screen and all that, and they enjoy your content, but it's not personal enough to feel like they can actually come up and approach you.
Yeah.
We're still people at the end of the day. If you enjoy our stuff, there's nothing we love more than meeting you guys. We appreciate very much you coming up and saying, "Hey, look, I follow your stuff. I love what you do. Keep going." It's a good feeling for us. It helps us connect with you guys a little bit more on a personal level.
Yeah. And of course, Josh used that to cheat his way to another free sub.
Yeah, of course he did. But I've never had a bad experience of meeting a fan. It's always a really nice feeling of, someone physically in front of you that's enjoying your stuff that you don't know. Yeah. It's a nice feeling. And
I sort of had that in a way when I met somebody that I actually watch consistently.
Yeah.
Actually, two of them that I watch. I was actually more referring to Teddy.
Yeah.
And Tedesco, yeah. Go check him out. He's a legend. But yeah, when I met Teddy, when I met Kiki as well, and then a couple of weeks later, me and Teddy got talking, and it was very I've been on his live stream when he plays COD, so we've had games of COD together.
Yeah.
But also, we got talking about soccer, football, because we've both got a passion for it. Him being Italian, the joke Italian. Yeah. And he plays indoor because he lives here in Melbourne.
Yep.
On the western side of Melbourne. And he's like, I told I play indoor as well, sort of thing. He's like, "Oh, where do you play?" And I told him play.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, if you ever need a player, I can just message me on Discord." So come to that crunch time, I think it was about 4 or 5 days later, I messaged him and was like, "Hey, struggling, you want a game tonight?" He's like, "Fuck yeah, all in."
See,
Come down, seen him again, and fucking
you do get
had a
to
kick and
heroes.
smashed it.
Yeah,
He's a fucking weapon.
yeah.
Who's a weapon?
Well, he's an eye tie, of course he is.
No, it was more because he's more futsal.
Oh, okay.
It's that adaptation
Yeah,
from futsal. Like it took him a half to get sort of going.
yeah.
And you know what that joint's like? If you play anywhere else and then you go play there, it's like playing on ice for the first half
Yeah.
until you get your footing.
How many times did I fall over in my first game?
Oh, he was the same. He slipped it. He slipped a heap.
We're
But
not,
it is what it is.
we're not going to talk about accidents at that football
No.
venue.
No, that's another hospital trip.
We may as well go there.
No, let's not.
All right, let's not.
Let's not. Next.
It was fine for me. I didn't know what was going on.
It wasn't fine for me because I could have gotten in to see you 3 hours earlier, but they didn't tell me. So I was sitting in the waiting room in emergency at Ron Owen.
Keep crying about it. I'd like to spend the next week.
Ah,
there.
no, you should have seen what I was sharing that room with. It was not pleasant.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I had to spend the next week there sharing it with those people though. In the same clothes.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure one of them had defecated them.
I was close to doing that. Anyway.
Next question. But yeah,
Oh.
there's the ins and outs of YouTube in a nutshell, and Twitch
And Twitch and how that all works.
yeah.
On that, I did want to help promote this series. Here's a little bit of, as everyone's aware, Ben and I are both part of the WEN network.
What's that?
We need to get the WEN pass. The WEN pass.
Dan's been talking about it on Discord, and nobody's responding to him.
I've deleted Discord. That's my fault.
Get it back.
Yeah. Alright. So, long story short,
You heard it here first, Dan.
a week's time from now, which we're already going to have organised it from now. But, a bit behind the scenes, this is recorded a week before it goes out. Oh no.
Again, he's organising his content a week beforehand.
I've
For
never
him,
done
it's
that before.
content. I'm not going to say no if he wants to do content and I don't have to push him off a cliff to do it.
Or just steal
Or
my
just-
channel and do it
Or,
yourself.
yeah, or just take over his channel while he's drunk. By pure fluke.
Yeah. So, long story short, Ben and I, both part of the WEN network. Ben, being a FIFA YouTuber, has decided to incorporate the lads into his series. What have you done with that, Ben?
So I've taken FIFA on PC, and of course, as everybody is now aware that's in that sort of around that game, you do it on PC, it is now very highly and very easily customizable. Again, shout out to DK because he taught me how to modify kits and things and banners and a lot of visual aspects of the game that would have been locked off.
So, what have you done first, and then we'll get into it.
Okay, so what I've done is I've taken a team in the game, completely stripped them of what the actual real life team is, and made our own club from it. So rename club.
So, what's the name of the club then?
Club is Lads FC.
And why is it Lads FC?
I don't know. Sort of worked. There is there's really no.
I thought there was a bit of a.
No, had nothing to do with me thinking of LEN Network, nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, it was just
It's worked.
bunch of lads.
I suppose that's our clan tag and everything, so I guess it's just sort of branding
Yeah,
by now.
yeah, I'm generally the one that starts all that sort of branding.
Yeah, so the Lads is pretty much just a brand that you've built around the channel now.
Well, yeah, I think we initially built it for GTA 5.
We did. They were the days when
Them's was the days.
when the network used to get on GTA 5 and cause havoc.
Oh,
Josh and I just end up running around killing each other.
killing each other, yeah.
He got
And then Dan, who's like 400 levels above all of us,
Yeah.
who had everything.
Dan was untouchable. You couldn't get near him.
No, you couldn't. No, that boy didn't have a life. At one point, I swear, it must have been prior to him having all his kids.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be. Or after, like straight after he got his kids, I need a break.
Right, yeah, fucking straight into it. But yeah, I took a club. It's actually the club that we took over was it's probably very niche for your viewers that won't know it, but it's we're playing in the Dutch league because again I like to go to leagues that I haven't. He's yawned. I like to go to leagues that I generally don't get a lot of love on YouTube. That's where I'm sort of different to. And the league that doesn't get high, it's not a highly publicized.
Yeah, it's
But
not
we're playing in the Dutch league, which is a more sort of up there European league in regards to FIFA. The leagues that are in FIFA.
Yeah.
It's a sort of up there to lower end, not complete bottom of Europe, but there's much lower.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got Western, which is set in. I wanted to do an Australian series.
Yep.
And why not with the fucking new team?
Yeah.
It's a perfect opportunity. And it views really well, and people really enjoy it. Then I've got the traditional Road to Glory, which I've been a bit slack with recently.
There's always a standard RPG.
Oh yeah, because, and the only reason I did those 3 years ago and started to do those, and that was the channel's bread and butter, is because everyone had stopped doing it.
Yeah. By that point, it was
dead. Nobody wanted to do it.
It wasn't. It was dead anymore, but it was dead for so long that it just wasn't anything, and so you were able to sort of revive it almost.
Well, yeah, and I know that I can get a lot more viewers and a lot more subscribers if I did a YSL.
Or if you had hair.
Simple. Well, yeah, if I didn't look 30.
Not far off it.
No, I am 30. No, I fucking wish, mate.
I've lost track of everything. I'm
31 this year.
I can't believe I'm 22. How does that happen?
You announced you're leaving at my 30th.
I did too, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Because I stuck around for that specific reason.
Correct. You were gone a week later.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like, so we've rebranded the entire club. It was based off Fortuna Sittard, which were promoted.
Recently promoted.
Yeah, they were promoted for this FIFA, so they were new into the current FIFA 20.
Yep.
So, and they were also the lowest rated team.
Yes.
And we're even lower rated.
Yeah, we are actually, yeah.
So basically, I wanted to start everyone, because they're all created players. They're all based off either YouTubers that are YouTubers that I'm friends with, friends in real life, or there's only really one friend in real life that doesn't meet the criteria of a YouTuber as well, which is Dale.
Yeah, okay.
And 2 Twitch streamers that I'm quite close with. Huh? What the fuck are you on about? Oh, yeah.
The creature.
I'll tell you a story about that one off
camera. Okay.
Off camera. Yeah, I'll tell you about that one off camera. But yeah, they're all created players.
Yeah.
So, in conjunction with currently, but probably not much longer, FIFA's mod, which is the big mod that changes all the broken shit that FIFA has. There's that, but then I've put hours and hours into customizing the actual club and modifying the database so that instead of Fortuna Sittard stuff, it's all Ads FC stuff.
Yep.
Like the banners that get woven around in the stadium in the background. All custom. All custom made, where I've had to sit there in Photoshop and make them myself.
Yeah.
The kits. I can sit here and do kits for fucking hours on end if I wanted to. It's such an enjoyable thing to do.
And I can see you've got the kits loaded onto the desktop there.
Where? Which one?
All my goalkeeper kits there, next to Adobe Premiere.
Oh, yeah, that's the screenshot. That's the one that you're going to wear for next season. So we're only like 3 episodes in and I'm already working on kits for next season. That's how excited I am about it. Like,
yeah.
It's a really enjoyable thing to do.
Yeah.
So we've taken, for the first season, we've got Fortuna Sittard's kit. And I've just customized the colours.
Yeah.
And the sponsor.
Yes.
So the home kit is YouTube. The away kit is sponsored by Twitch. Because we're either YouTubers or Twitch streamers, so the manager is a female, which is a Twitch streamer, Keeks.
Yes.
The only other Twitch streamer in there is Teddy. And yourself.
Yeah, okay.
But by doing that, they're all customized players, so they're all set to a 60 overall.
Yeah. So
it's an even playing field. All the real players have been gotten rid of. We've gotten free agents, or lowest rated free agents from 60 and under. to fill out the rest
of the squad.
The squad.
Yeah.
But the whole point is it's going to focus on those 11 custom players that are based off real life people. And that's the platform.
Yeah.
Whether they get transferred, sold, whatever, it remains to be seen. One of them already wants to, and we're only like 30 seconds into the first episode. But hey, it's not happening. He's not going.
But
it breaks the purpose. And
yeah.
it's somebody has done it before. The whole changing of a club.
Yeah.
But the whole changing of a club in conjunction with all real players hasn't been. He didn't do.
Based on real people, yeah.
Yeah. He did the entire club last year. Can't find on YouTube anymore because. And that I sort of had that sort of concept in the back of my mind. I wanted to do something different, but how can I do something different?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or make it my own.
New and exciting.
Sort of, yeah, and yeah, and it was a bit of conjunction between his old series and what DK's doing kit wise with Salford City, the youth edition. He's got running kits. He changes the kits every season.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And it was that sort of sparked my brain to go, well, what if I do this? And then threw the concept around to a few people with DK, and everyone just went, fucking go for it. Sounds brilliant.
Yeah. And to be
Sounds
fair,
brilliant.
It's been my favourite series of yours to watch so far because it's fresh, it's exciting, and there's a little bit of that you want to watch yourself sort of thing.
Yeah, you want to see how
your own player goes.
You want to see how you go. And of course, I'm the only player that's playing out of position.
Well, I'm the player that doesn't touch the ball most games, so yeah.
Well, yeah, there's been controversy in it already.
There has been.
Everyone was not impressed that Dale scored the first goal.
No one was happy about that. No,
except Dale.
Happy.
Dale was over the fucking moon. Dale was over the moon. But then he got his just desserts when the next game he got injured for 3 months.
Yeah.
So he's out. But I've also got like the live editor there as well. So if I wanted to and somebody gets a big injury like that, I can make it so they're not injured.
Or just like
I can edit certain things.
Yeah.
I don't want to because I want to keep it as
real sort of thing.
Well, yeah, I don't want any human interaction to intervene in.
Yeah, you still want the game to be the game.
Yeah, I still want the game to be the game.
Yeah,
it is exciting and it's a fucking blast to record. I've had problems with the way I record it, but I'm working on. I've actually got a fix for it now. It's gonna take me a little bit more time to edit the videos because of it, but it will be. Again, it's me going, I don't care whether it takes me that little bit extra because it's the quality that I want.
And it's still a new and exciting thing and you just want to keep putting it out there.
Yeah.
So you're happy to take that
the fix extra. Sort of is, it's a bit like based on my live stream, you've always got me in the bottom one. Yeah. But sometimes I may muck something up in an important part. Now, if it's not my face and it's just my voice, I can just re-record the audio line somewhere else and then just take that snippet and move it. But if I do that while I've got my face on cam, which is something I wanted to do to make it a bit more personal again for that series. In doing that, I can't do that because the mouth won't line up.
Yep.
But what you can do is 1920 by 1080, which is what all my videos are in. 1080, 60 FPS. What you do,
no one cares about that.
No, but what you do is you widen canvas in OBS.
Yeah.
So you have just a webcam on one side, and then in Premiere you can set a custom crop.
Yeah. And
then just go drag, done. Move on.
Which, if you do it before you start chopping and editing, you only need to do the once. Whereas if you get your edit points right first and then overlay it, you need to keep doing it for each section.
Yeah, it will change the way, it will modify the way that I edit.
Yeah.
Normally, as you know, I take the snippets from the original.
Whereas
now it will be the entire thing imported, and I will cut from that.
Yeah, which is
it will probably make the first couple of episodes go a bit longer.
Not noticeably though.
No,
I
it
haven't
will
noticed
be. It will be to me.
Yeah.
But they will be a bit longer because I'll be like, yeah, I want to keep that in. Oh fuck.
Yeah, but at the
You know what I
same
mean?
time,
But it will take me time to scale that down to go, right, what do I really need?
back to sort of 18, 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, you know how I do it. I keep it all on a document.
Yeah.
For my own brain.
Because that saves you watching back the entire video. You've already got your key points there. You just need
And
to follow.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they only see 20 minutes. I record about an hour and 10 per episode. And
Same
then,
for most of the videos.
yeah,
I do.
in the early days, it was I used to sit there and basically re-watch it all back to take what I needed. So I had my system of noting things down and stuff. And then it's just like, right, find it, scrub, find it. Right, okay, 30 seconds before that, go. Done. Done. And my edits came down from like 5 hours for 20 minutes to like, I can get a video done in 2.
Yeah. Well, same sort of works with my football videos. When I record an IRL football video, you'll notice a lot of the time when I've got a snippet, because I'm walking from the back of the camera, and I come from off camera. The main reason I do that is because if there's a little bit of a snippet that I want, I'll physically go up behind the camera and clap. Because what that does is creates an audio spike, and so I know when I'm editing the video where those spikes are, where I want to be grabbing clips from.
Yeah.
Around that time, I want to clip.
Yeah, it's basically the non-computer way of doing it.
It's a manual way of...
it's in essence a clapperboard.
Yeah. It's exactly a clapperboard.
Yeah.
It's just finding new and creative ways of doing it when you don't have one.
Yeah, using the equipment that you've got to use.
Yeah, and a lot of the time when you're on the run, it's not as easy as being able to, all right, stop everything, nobody shoot. I'm going to go up and clap behind the camera. A lot of the time you have to do it whilst things are still going. Yeah. Which does throw another element into it, but an easiest way of doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, have you got anything else you want to cover? We've hit our time, my prime time. No?
Nope.
Beautiful.
I'm easy.
I know.
Not like... That's actually a quote from him.
All I can think of is Sunday morning.
Oh, okay. Have it your way. I'm easy. I actually said it.
And anyway...
Here's a brief snippet into my life before YouTube.
I'm going to refrain from commenting because otherwise the video will be demanded.
So lucky you.
It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on with my extendo arms.
No, that's alright. We'll extendo each other's arms. Look at that! Now we'll be demonetized.
It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on, Ben, once again for episode 10 of the Wireless Family Podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave your comments down below on what you did and didn't like so we can create better content for you in the future. If you have any topics you want us to cover in the next podcast as well, make sure you drop them there. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out and smack that subscribe button as well. Make sure you hit the little notification bell to be notified every time I go live.
You've been listening to me too much.
And I'll see you on the next episode of Wireless Family very soon.